Hello guys and welcome to another Dawn of War Soulstorm video. Been a long time since I've uploaded some games with me on this channel. Some of my games I mean. And today I will be recording a small cup that I've played in 2015. Let's jump right into it. The first two games I've played against Stas in the Soulstorm 1.2 version. I think these were in Tangle. The first game is on Outer Reaches. Me with Necrons and Stas using his nickname No Skill Only Imba with Dark Eldar, also known as Phoenix. There actually was another Dark Eldar player that had the nickname Phoenix. I think he was Polish, if I recall, or at least from what I've heard on the internet, on Soulstorm forums. And later Stas started to use also the Phoenix nickname, so not to be confused, these are different players. In the right hand side, me with Necrons going for only 3 scarabs at the start, which is okay for this map. With 1 scarab I want to see what is Stas doing, what kind of build order he goes. Very important in this matchup. I usually would expect warriors, obviously, with Archon and Homunculus, but sometimes Dark Eldar may also go Hellions and River Jet Bikes, which is not a very common option against Necrons. But I see his Hall of Blood, so I know what to expect now. Making 3 Necron warriors. You don't really need fast Necron Lord in this matchup, so Necron warriors only will do. For the start, a turret is much more useful actually than the Necron Lord. Necron Lord can get stunned by the Archon, get punished in close combat, and also focused by the warriors. And his HP just melts down, he cannot do anything. So unless you want to equip him with artifacts, which is also a more expensive option, you don't really need the Necron Lord. And besides that, Necron warriors can deal with Dark Eldar in tier 1 just fine. You'll just have to reinforce them on time and upgrade them. But it's very important that you do that on time and do not get out on the battlefield, because you risk getting them stunned and destroyed by the warriors of Dark Eldar. Especially if there will be a Homunculus with his slowing Torture Amp. You're probably dead. So for the start I'm just defending, as you can see, staying nearby this turret, no need to get out. I do realize, however, that Stas is getting all of the map this time, and this is a not a very friendly map for Necrons, if I can say so. I'd rather call it anti-Necron very often, but it's not that bad. There are worse maps than this for Necrons, for example, Meeting of Minds or Shrine of Exelion, a true nightmare for Necrons in there. Meeting of Minds could be fine as long as you get the big generator, but a good enemy won't let you build it. And that means you're in a big trouble. So full map control from the Dark Eldar player. The Archon is out, warriors are out, only 1 squad so far. Oh, actually here we have a second squad and he's capturing the critical location with it. Stas needs the homunculus and then attack, but somewhat late. It will be out by the 5th minute, which is not good for him. He gives me too much time to reinforce my Necron warriors and get the upgrade just in time. It's almost done. So his timing in this game is not just not good. No matter how many warriors he will make, if I get these Necron warriors upgraded and reinforced, he cannot breach my defenses. He got my relic though. I'm only on 3 strategic points, but it's okay for now. And I destroyed his middle point, made 1 tier 1 wraith. It can be fine if you repair it. If you do not repair, don't even think of making it. It's just a waste of 60 energy. That's why I get my scarabs in here. I need to repair this wraith. If you do not repair him, he's useless, because he just dies very quickly. And I flayed 1 squad. Here we've got the torture ramp from the homunculus. I should focus it and destroy. Important fight going on right now. Erkan tying up the Necron warrior squad. The wraith got killed actually, and he will stand up again. I didn't even notice that. Haven't noticed that he woke up only until now. Just will try to repair it again. But Stas won't be winning this fight. He wants to focus on killing my flayed ones, and he might lose the Erkan. He's very resistant to ranged combat though. Ranged damage, I mean. He's got some sort of aura, but he will die anyway. So right now I can say that I am in a good position. Usually in the first fight, if you fail with it, you're probably dead as a Necron. But if you survive it, you're fine for the rest of the game.
6 minutes
until tier 3 at least, when the warp beasts get out. Combined with the witch's ability, they are crazy good. So this game is almost over. Very good economy for Stas. He's got a very strong army too, but no tanking unit. The Erkan is dead, and the homunculus below half HP. He remakes the Erkan and probably will attempt to attack me one more time. So yeah, as I've said, these games were played in 2015, late 2015, almost in 2016. And that's 3 years ago. 3 years and a half maybe. Getting up these Necron Lords and building the Forbidden Archive. As I've said earlier, if you get up the Necron Lord, you need these artifacts. If you don't equip him with artifacts, you don't really need him. Even if you think you will tie up one warrior, one Dark Eldar warrior squad, you are wrong. The warriors will run away from him, and the rest of the Dark Eldar army will kill the Necron Lord while he's stunned. So yeah, not worth it in the early game. Going tier 2 on the 8th minute, tier 2 on the way also for Stas. He's got a huge army. Let's see if he will manage to breach through this defense. I've got the turrets, LP2 and 3 fully reinforced Necron warrior squads with upgrade. Chronometron ability for the Necron Lords. Flayed ones landing out using this LP2 on the Erkan. So yeah, I managed to fight back his warriors, but I think his micromanagement of these 4 dark warrior squads was not good enough. He's running with 4 squads away from 1 Necron Lord and 1 Flayed 1 squad. He did not focus properly. Some sort of panic on his side. And I'm also tier 2. Yeah, he fails to get through these defenses. He's got a good economy though, and tier 2. Another engagement goes the wrong way. We'll lose even more warriors. And he probably will quit in a moment.
3 minutes until
Which is
taken
also
will
strange. He's got a very good economy and can keep fighting. GG. But yeah, it would be even harder from now on for the Dark Eldar to deal with Necrons. The best chance they've got is on tier 1.5. With a very good timing attack, they can destroy Necrons just fine. I'm speaking from my own experience. I've beaten Necron players pretty often as a Dark Eldar. On tier 1.5, you just need a proper timing. 2 or 3 warrior squads, Homunculus, Erkan, and go for it. Necron usually won't be prepared on time and fail with his defense. That's it with the first game. Let's check the stats. Very close on units killed, as you can see. I think Stas quitted a bit early. He could have kept fighting, get those witches out, and keep trying. Not everything was lost for him. Let's jump into the second game. By the way, Outer Reaches was his map pick, and now I picked Frazier's Demise. A good map for Necrons, but not that good as people think. If your enemy pushes you from 2 sides, you're only on 2 strategic points, which means you've got low population cap, low speed, and your enemy has got the entire map, including these 3 critical locations in the middle. But yeah, if Necron is playing the right way in tier 1 and does not allow the enemy to get these 2 points at least, then the Necron should be fine. So on the left hand side, me with Necrons going for 4 Scarabs. On the right hand side, Stas, this time starting with a Dark Foundry. Probably wants that Hellions harassment going on these 2 points, which could be a good idea. But usually I wouldn't go for the Dark Foundry. I don't think it's a good idea against Necrons. The River Jet Bikes cannot do anything against the Necron Warrior mass. Necron Warriors simply have enough HP to deal with the Jet Bikes, and even the Hellions. Plus, this build is also quite expensive. The Hellion reinforcement is expensive, River Jet Bikes require the laboratory. But so is the Dark Warriors build. It's expensive, but it's more useful. Hellions are out. I've managed to decap his point here, which is already good for me. He kills the Scarabs. Gets his relic and this point. Yeah, messed up his build a bit. His cap order with my decap delayed his economy. And building a turret, since I saw those Hellions, I know he might be harassing in my base. So this turret will be necessary to defend. I mean, I could try and defend with the Necron Warriors, but then I wouldn't be able to get out of my base. If I build the turret, I can go out with the Necron Warriors. That's why I build it. And the turret can also defend all these generators on tier 2. It really pays off really quick. We'll now check if this point is captured. His Mandrake's getting my relic in here, and they've got a very good capture speed. Aliens went to kill my scarabs, I have to run away with them. And now I'll try at least to hold this position with my Necron warriors. Third Necron warrior squad is out, and then you can go either tier 2 or for the Necron Lord if you feel a high pressure from Dark Eldar side. And we've got the River Jetbike also on the map. 85 to 10 economy for Dark Eldar, that's a good economy considering the amount of strategic points. 3 strategic points for each player, 2 relics and 3 critical locations. Two Hellion squads with the poisoned blades, dealing with my Necron warriors. I have to go back with them. Necron Lord on the way. And upgrading this LP2, I know I might get pressured, especially that the River Jetbikes are here. So just in case, I'll also need this obelisk upgraded.
6 minutes.
And with these scarabs winning some time. Got him out of my base. Also made the Necron Lord, and I'm having plus 80 economy, 92 to 10 in here. Our economies are very close. And his army is strong, but so is mine. I think the army strength is about equal. The problem is that he's got mostly close combat. Mandrakes, Hellions, 2 squads, while I've got ranged combat, so these don't really match each other. I had to teleport back and be safe. Yeah, I just need constant reinforcement on these Necron warriors to keep the squads alive. You cannot afford losing a Necron warrior squad at this point,
5 minutes until
because the Necron warriors are the key unit in this matchup. They can deal with everything if you manage them properly, and when they've got the double upgrades, they can even deal with the warp beasts. Also combined with the chronometron in this matchup, the Necron warriors are great. You can catch the Dark Eldar's army really nicely and kill it. I've got the solar pills though to blind these River Jetbikes. I don't think if that's a very good idea. Probably chronometron in this case would have helped much more. But again, this is 2015 game. I've gained more experience over the years, so probably not playing my best in here.
4 minutes until taking full victory.
Yeah, solar pills and phase shift. Pretty standard artifacts. And the River Jetbikes are killing plenty of Necron warriors. One squad probably will go down. Yeah, very low, and I'm losing a squad of Necron warriors, having to activate the phase shift and save the other ones. Played ones also saving the day. They even destroyed a River Jetbike, it seems. And I'm still fine. Survived both fights. Tier 2 on the way soon, and we have tier 2 on the way for Stas. With still a nice economy and good map control, 2 critical locations under his control, 2 relics, and all of his points, he really cannot complain about economy. Probably just needed to go for warriors and try a better timing than in the previous game. It could have worked. Wants to attack my base from the other side, sees the turret, will probably retreat. Yeah, I'm teleporting the Necron warriors home, and these river jet bikes have to go back. We'll have a quick tier 2. Trying to decap this critical location. I might even manage to do that, but I don't have the phase shift to save the scarabs. So yeah, cannot decap the critical location now. By the way, we'll have plenty of Necron versus Imperial Guard games. But I will not go into details to avoid any spoilers.
2 minutes until...
And I'll also be playing Space Marines and Orcs, not just Necrons. Another attack from Stas in here. Yeah, he's desperate, he needs to deal that damage as early as possible in the game. Because the later you go into the game, the worse for Dark Eldar it is. Finally hitting tier 2 and getting the Electary for the Necron Lord. Yeah, this combination is much better against Tau and Eldar. You don't really need this against Dark Eldar. The Nightmare Shroud actually might be a better choice in the late game versus Dark Eldar, so you might keep one spot for a Necron Lord artifact for late game. And if you will mass beasts and close combat army, you can use the Nightmare Shroud to scare his army. Works really well. In any case, you will need the phase shift and probably Phylactery if you want your Necron Lord to survive and not die every few minutes. So 90 economy for me, going for the Greater Summoning Core. My army is fully alive. And we've got 70-40-30 economy. Got wars for Dark Eldar and River Jet Bikes, which won't be of any use as soon as I've got my first Immortal Squad out. Another Solar Pulse. The River Jet Bikes can avoid the Solar Pulse quite easily by changing their angle. So yeah, it wasn't a good option to go for Solar Pulse in this game. Would have been much better with the Lightning Field or just Chronometron. Yeah, the River Jet Bikes will get destroyed in a second by the turret and Immortals. And going for this second upgrade on the Necron Warriors as well. Stas quits without even saying GG. Yeah, his build order failed, what can I say? And not the best map for this matchup. Necrons usually are favored on this map because of the amount of strategic points. Your enemy won't have a very good economy and you can deal with them easier than on other maps. So let's check the stats. Another very close game. He kills 58, I kill 52. And I only destroy one building, he destroys 0. And I've destroyed one listening post that was placed on my relic, if I'm not mistaken. On resources it was slightly in my favor. And on technology I was ahead. Both with upgrades and tech tree, I think I was ahead. So yeah, passing through this best of 3 with the score 2-0 in my favor. Now I'll have to switch the Soulstorm version to Steam version, where the rest of the games were played. Hopefully the recording will not crash. And I will just pause it for a moment. Okay, so we're in the Steam version of Soulstorm, continuing the recording. And this cup that was played in 2015, by the end of 2015, plenty of games with Dempsey, as you can see, but first I had to face Konstantah, SWS Konstantah, also an Imperial Guard player. So let's jump right into it in the first game on Shrine of Excellion. Again, me playing with Necrons. And SWS Konstantah using another Russian nickname with Imperial Guard at the bottom side.
I am on it. It will only take me a moment.
2 tech priests, 2 guardsmen.
As you wish, so shall it be done.
And I'd like to check the body setting. Yeah, sometimes I get some stuttering because of the body setting. Now it's on low. Hopefully it won't happen. Very annoying stuff.
It will only take me I hear the machine spirit's voice. I am on it. I am honored that you
2 quick tech priests from Konstantah. Usually you would go for the guardsman and then another tech priest, but he went for quickly another tech priest who wants to finish the infantry command and generator faster and then probably rush me, right? Command squad on the way, commissar and another guardsman squad. At the top side, me with Necrons placing 5 generators right away and going for 2 Necron warriors. I've ordered only 3 scarabs this time, the last one will be ordered after those 2 Necron warriors get out, and placing a turret which will reach both this point and this one. But still not a very good place to defend. It is okay for defending the generators and the monolith and other buildings, but not okay for defending from a rush or pressure from this side or this side. So you usually would build one here or here. Yeah, so here we have the turret rush from SWS Konstantah, places the turret right now. And when you see that Imperial Guard is rushing you with turrets, just build more Necron turrets. That's the best way, from my experience. If you will try reinforcing your Necron warriors or getting Necron Lord with solar pulse and stuff, it might be too late for you. By that time all your generators probably will get down and destroyed. That means you're in a big trouble. So to defend against such sort of rush, just build 2 or 3 turrets. Sometimes even 1 might be enough if Imperial Guard does not build 2 or 3 of them. In this case we only have 1. But this turret does not reach this one, so I had to build this one closer. Repairing this generator, he focused it. And trying to keep my Necron warriors alive. Necron Lord is on the way. 60 economy for me. 2 commissars also beside this common squad. Almost killed one of them, but he will manage to retreat. He regenerates his HP very quickly, and I'm not focusing this commissar with the other turret, probably was out of reach. Yeah, intense situation for me. This is what I see now. Placing the 6th generator, and this generator will go down. But so will this turret. So still the Imperial Guard's turret probably paid off. Let's see what Konstantah has on this side. 56 to 10 economy. Our economies are about equal. Usually if you get turret rushed by Imperial Guard, they should have an economy advantage. He's got a lot of map control, a lot of points captured, but no listening posts. His tech priests were busy in my base. Yeah, so I managed to survive this rush, placing 2 more generators, and the Necron Lord is out. We'll try to destroy this listening post. And with 2 Necron warrior squads you can deal with a common squad. Looks like I've managed to kill a commissar. No, both of them are still alive.
Is that the best you've got?
I am honored that you require my skills.
Konstantah really needs a generator right now. He is floating on requisition, does not have enough energy.
What is your wish?
Strangely enough, he uses both of his tech priests to build the listening posts. He should have placed a one more generator earlier in the game. Pushing this common squad and commissars out away from my base. Getting a 3rd Necron warrior squad. So far so good for me, everything is fine. We'll have the Necron Lord artifact soon, even though I don't really need them. I'd better keep this energy for a faster tier 2 instead. So yeah, this Forbidden Archive was a mistake from me. I've expected Konstantah to be more aggressive on tier 1. That's why I placed the Forbidden Archive. Also took this Lightning Field artifact, which is very good in this matchup. You can deal with the common squad and tier 2 priests. Of course, solar pills might be an option as well for a late tier 4, as Baneblade can really be a bad guy sometimes, but usually you just try to kill Imperial Guard before tier 4. Fourth Necron Warrior Squad is out and going tier 2 with plus 80 economy. On this side we have 1000 float. Looks like Konstantah is giving up, he doesn't know what to do.
You wish, so shall it be done.
We'll destroy this point.
Taking hits!
Yeah, crazy floating here, he's either away or... yeah, says that he was away from keyboard.
What do you
Require
wish?
my skill.
But yeah, this is not my problem. He still does not have enough energy for tier 2. So bad.
Will only take me a month.
And why would he upgrade this? I have no idea.
Victory countdown has begun.
I just ignore this side and go on the other side. So his LP2 in here is just of no use. It provides plus 6 more income, but he has enough requisition anyway. He had problem with energy.
It's my duty to do
So he's trying to use his resources now as soon as possible, but it's too late.
by the Emperor. You will have it. What do you wish?
Using the lightning field, plenty of guardsmen getting killed.
Will only take me a month.
And now I will destroy this listening post.
So shall it be done.
Going for the global upgrade. And upgrading this turret, which is not really necessary.
6 minutes until
Yeah, I really don't know why he was away from keyboard. But it was over anyway. I think as soon as his turret rush failed, it was over for him. He only destroyed 1 generator and invested too much in his early rush. 2 commissars, lost time on his economy, did not build the listening posts in time. I think you can win a Necron with Imperial Guard here without having to turret rush him, as this map is extremely in not Necron's favor. too many strategic points, too much economy for your enemy. All your enemy has to do is to pressure you.
Thought they broke our backs.
5 minutes until take and hold victory.
And Konstantah is telling me that he does not want a rematch, which is strange. I mean, it's not my problem that he was away from keyboard, and this game was lost for him anyway, even if he wouldn't go. He lost the common squad in here. I'm not sure if he was away when he was fighting on this side, when he lost the general. And he said he does not want a rematch. Well, I wouldn't even consider playing a rematch, because it was lost by Konstantah when he failed with his turret rush. At least that's my opinion. So we will play the next game. Here's the score: 32 units killed by me and 19 by Konstantah. I also destroyed 4 buildings. Alright, let's jump into the second game. On Velvet Duress. I love this map, I love how it looks. One of the most original maps probably in Soulstorm, but many hate it because of the amount of negative cover. And the Necron players usually love it, but it's not that good for Necrons. It's a good map for Necrons, but there are better maps than this one. The main reason why this is a good map for Necrons is the big distance between the bases. Your enemy has to run a lot in order if he wants to rush you. So this means you're safe from any quick rush as a Necron player. But you might struggle to get one of these 2 points if the enemy will pressure you. Which again means you're losing this relic, and you're on a low population cap and low speed, which is a big problem when you get pushed.
By the Emperor, you will have it.
2 guardsmen in here,
Sir, yes, sir. Standing ready.
general,
Sir.
As you wish, so shall it be done.
and 2 generators. He probably wants a fast tier 2.
The hand of the Emperor guides all.
I'm building a turret, probably expecting turret rush again. That's why I place it. Five generators. And 2 Necron warriors. I have to scout to see if he does not get my point here. As you can see, I'm not even trying to get this. Now I will try. And here's the command squad. I haven't finished my turret because I was not sure if he will turret rush me. But now that command squad is here and he wants to harass, I will finish the turret. Having a turret in your base is always a good idea. No matter what happens in the game, almost every time it would pay off, either on tier 1 or tier 2. The tier 2 upgrade is really good for the Necron turret. Makes it one of the best turrets in the game. Deals great damage against anything. Yeah, command squad trying to fight in the negative cover. It's okay if they fight in close combat, and bad if they receive damage like this. From these Necron warriors shooting them. Yeah, Konstantah just trying to win time to keep me in my base while he goes tier 2. That's what I expected from these two generators. A faster tier 2. 68 to 20 economy for him, gets the relic captured and has the critical location under control. Good stuff. The general is about to die though. Very low HP. Will it? Yeah, it goes down. Necron Lord is out. Looks like I've lost a Necron Warrior squad in this fight. Commissar with guardsmen. Oh, this is the commissar from the command squad. So no commissar yet for the guardsmen. They are really dead meat without a commissar. Not even worth getting close to the Necron warriors. Plus 80 economy for me, going for the summoning core. So after that I can also go tier 2. As I will have enough economy. Also the Forbidden Archive built on this side, right in the way. We'll scout his base as I smell something's not right in this game. He's almost got no army, only the command squad so far showed up. So I expected he probably goes tier 2. The reason I'm not reinforcing these Necron warriors at the moment. Looks like the general will die again. And Konstantah is happy that I've noticed his mechanized command. He's smiling. Has 86 to 20 economy, which is quite acceptable. Considering that he went for a fast tier 2. This economy is okay. He has enough to make the chimeras. But I will also go tier 2 now, 30% on the way to tier 2, so until one of his vehicles reaches my base, I will have an immortal squad out. That means his fast tier 2 is just a failure.
Is that the best you've got?
Honestly, I do not consider this a good strategy versus Necrons. Going for fast chimeras with low economy against Necrons. Are you serious? I mean, if you have a good economy and mass the chimeras on tier 2, it's fine. Especially if Necrons mass wraiths, chimeras is the way to go. But fast tier 2 with chimeras is not a good option. You need to focus on economy in this matchup, because Imperial Guard starts to dominate on tier 3 and tier 4. You don't have to even consider fighting on tier 2 or surprising the Necron with a Chimera or Hellhound. Yeah, as you can see, very good economy for me. It will be plus 100, plus 112 actually. 2 turrets are ready, I can upgrade them anytime, and immortals are out, so my base is very well protected. And Necron Lord full HP, I could make wraiths any second. So I'm in a very good position so far. Yeah, 112 economy for me against 92 to 30 for Konstantah. All he's got is, yeah, heavy weapons team. Good against Necron warrior mass, but not good when you make the wraiths. Wraiths can deal really nicely with such things. Also the Necron Lord, of course. Immortals are here, upgraded wraiths on the way, so yeah, that's about it. Priest trying to deal some damage to the Necron Lord got obliterated in seconds by the lightning field and the wraith. So we'll try to finish this. Look at this. the thing gets killed in a second by the Wraith. So what could Konstantah do to win this game on this map? Instead of going fast tier 2, I think he should have pressured me, either from this side or this side, and take one of my points.
Victory countdown.
Take one of my points, upgrade it, maybe even build some minefields and keep this position with the rest of the map. The pressure is the best thing against Necrons. Good game and well played gets called by Konstantah. Yeah, he tried this fast tier 2, but did not work. I think I have too much experience against such a thing to counter it easily. And also good map for me. The first map was terrible for me, this one is okay. Nevertheless, I managed to advance to the finals of the winner bracket. Let's check the stats. Close game on units killed, but it was not close on technology. I was much more ahead in both economy and technology. I mean, on technology we were about equal, but my economy was much better. Also the army got stronger. So, the round of 8 against Stas and round of 4 against Konstantah. Managing to pass them quite easily. And I'm now in the winners bracket finals facing Dempsey. Let's get started with the first game. First map, Fata Morga. I'm not sure who picked it, probably Dempsey. Or maybe it was me. I don't remember. Again, these games were played in late 2015. At the top side we have Dempsey. Strangely enough, he cancelled the infantry command and switched to building the plasma generator faster.
By the Emperor, you will have it.
Dempsey, one of the best Imperial Guard players in the late years. He does not play, I think he's in army at the moment. He hasn't played for the last 2 years probably.
And accounted for is my duty to
But he was the best. In 2015 to 2017 I think he was the best Imperial Guard player.
objective security.
Very strong one. Played really well in all the matchups. He also played Dark Eldar, I think,
Your orders.
but not as good as Imperial Guard.
It is my duty to serve.
So he built the plasma generator first to gain this
What now?
energy from an earlier stage, and goes fast tier 2 again. Are you serious? But I think Dempsey will manage it much better than Konstantah. Firstly, it will be a much faster tier 2. There's no 2 generators, it's only 1.
As you wish, so shall it be done.
And secondly,
As you wish.
it's Dempsey, he's got more experience. At the bottom side, me with Necrons, building generators, just defending myself, not trying to be aggressive for now, but it's pointless. Aggression would be pointless, it will be a waste of resources most likely, unless you try hard to turret rush your enemy. I see his guardman getting my point. Yeah, Dempsey wants to fake his aggression, he wants to show that he's got army when in fact he's almost tier 2 now. Places the second generator and he will have enough resources for the mechanized command for a fast Chimera.
Duty to serve.
Very nice. Much faster tier 2 than Konstantah did in the previous game. And a third generator placed, and he still will have enough resources for the mechanized command.
As you wish.
He finishes this and can place the mechanized command right now. Will he though? Yeah, probably on this side. And I will decap his relic. Good thing that I've got with my scarabs. Big plus for me to decap this point. Hopefully I will manage to decap it without getting my scarabs killed. But no, it will fail, yeah. Too much firepower. And I still had vision of my scarabs, and I saw how he placed the mechanized command. So I know he's tier 2 now. Placing the summoning core, as I've realized. He's got no command squad. That means he's tier 2. Plus 80 economy for me, and I can go tier 2 right now. That's what I'm doing. Trying to deal some damage with the Necron Lord now. Mechanized command is almost finished, and it's the 4th minute. I think Dempsey could have had it finished much faster, if only he started building it right here after he finished this generator. He could have finished this mechanized command like 30 seconds at least, 30 seconds earlier, which can decide some things. Well, the Necron Lord will keep him busy for some time. His economy 80, 60, 30. My economy plus 80, so the economies are almost equal for us. Placed one more turret, probably will upgrade it as I expect Chimera harass. I expected much more chimeras, the reason why I placed 2 turrets. I thought I won't have the immortals out on time. But now I see, I better didn't place this. As I will have the immortals which will deal with the chimera much more easier. Immortals are out, global upgrade on the way. And we have 92 to 40 economy for Dempsey. He might go tier 3. We will have enough resources for tier 3 in a moment. He's controlling all of his points. Has 2 LP2s. Goes global upgrade on energy and requisition. Oh, so no tier 3. He wants to improve his economy in the first place, then maybe we'll go tier 3. But I think a quick tier 3 could decide much more. Of course it's a riskier option. But if you do it right, those Ogryns with priests and fanaticism in your generators can be a big pain. Only 2 chimeras so far. Dempsey is controlling, at least he thinks he's controlling the game. Doing some harass around the map. I'm controlling this critical location. Plus 100 income, which is just fine at this point in time. But I've almost got no army, only immortals, 3 Necron warriors and Necron Lord. Same for Dempsey though, it's only got the chimeras and the guardsmen without upgrades. So in the army strength we're about equal. Placing the greater summoning core almost finished, and ordered the flayed ones. Catches these Necron warriors. Going tier 3. As I expect Dempsey to attack as well. My immortals are far away.
Look out! Here they come!
Dempsey is floating. What is this float, my friend? He should have gone tier 3. He fixes it a bit with ordering the Basilisk, and now also tier 3 on the way. But he floated quite a lot, like 700 to 600. That wasn't good. Again he floats. Maybe he's reserving this economy for tier 3 units, who knows. But it really shouldn't happen. If you float like this, just upgrade the listening posts. LP2, LP3, or invest in the upgrades. He doesn't even have the tactical control yet, which is a mistake. He should have built it and make those upgrades for Kasserkins, Wogreens, Command Squad upgrades. Well, he's still fine. I'm going for tier 4 though right now. With plus 112 economy, placing the energy core. My army is very weak. I've almost got no army. Only 3 Necron warriors, Necron Lord with upgrades, and that's about it. Oh, also flayed ones. Inside the monolith. Well, I can survive because I have these 2 turrets, which can also defend me in case of an attack. And Dempsey can go tier 4 right now also. He's upgrading economy. Again, global upgrades.
I stand ready to
Command Squad is out again, and Kasserkin quarters on the way. Tier 4 up for me, and I have enough economy almost for the restored monolith. Good for me, but as I used to say a lot of the time, the restored monolith without army support, basically dead metal. You cannot do much with the restored monolith alone. The enemy can stun it. Or just focus it with all of his army. But still I'm trying. If I keep at least it, if I at least keep it at a safe distance, it might be good. And I could also go for the Necron Warriors upgrades for supporting him. Or just go for the second global upgrade and then make the army. But pushing with this economy is also okay. Dempsey sees the monolith. He keeps floating a lot. I don't know how he floats like this. 174 to 106, that's why he's got a very high economy. Not a very good placement for tactical control. Building it in the front. I mean, sure it can tank some damage, but you better place the infantry command like this. We'll teleport the monolith closer to his relic. It looks like I want to decap his relic and prevent him from making the Bane Blade. Solar Pulse was made, blind all these units. And it looks like Dempsey does not have a Psyker to stun my monolith. Oh, here it goes. The Psyker is right here and he stuns the Monolith. And this is why the Monolith alone can't really do much. It got stunned, now my army cannot do anything alone. Only flayed ones, tying up these Kasrkins a bit. Getting the Pariahs out finally. The Lord Destroyer should be trying and stealing some vehicles with him. Dempsey 60% on the way to tier 2. Builds another turret. Crazy fight here. I do not want to lose this fight. If I'm losing this fight, Dempsey can potentially win the game. I have to stay strong and keep fighting. Dempsey tried to destroy the Monolith with Ogryns, stunning the Kasrkins with this stasis from the Lord Destroyer and trying to steal a Basilisk. Dempsey hits tier 4 with still a very good economy, and I have stolen this Basilisk. Let me check my economy. 135. Yeah, I've got the global upgrade, the second one, and finally upgrading the Necron warriors. The Basilisk got destroyed. Mars pattern command almost up. And Dempsey's defenses are still up. I did not manage to destroy it. Also the Lord Destroyer survives. If you steal a vehicle and it gets destroyed, the Lord Destroyer won't be killed. Not sure if that's a bug or not. No idea. It probably depends on the HP, because it's not all the time alive. So if the Lord Destroyer has more HP than the vehicle that got captured by him, probably will survive. Destroying his relic. The Lemon Rust battle tank is out. And again, Psyker stunning my Monolith. Causing some chaos in here. And decapping the relic. Baneblade is not on the way yet. Dempsey did not have enough energy to order the Baneblade, and he didn't even expect that I would decap his relic. Now he won't be able to order the Baneblade. And the crazy fight still going on. Now the Necron warriors reinforced and with double upgrade. Pariah is very helpful. And the Lord Destroyer trying to steal the Lemon Rust tanks. Trying to kill this command squad. I really hate those Psykers stunning my Monolith, so I have to kill them. Still good economy for Dempsey. I destroy his Mars pattern command. And what can Dempsey do at this point? My economy is still good. The base was untouched in this game, which is heaven for me. The assassin is out. He could kill the Necron Lord, but it's already too late. Dempsey is in a big trouble. He did not have enough army, and without the Baneblade stopping a tier 4 Necron is not that easy. Of course it's possible, but if you do not have enough army, it's difficult. And Dempsey only had Kasrkins with Ogrins. No guardsmen at all. Stolen a Lemon Ras here, repairing it. While Pariahs are still alive and destroying buildings. Also another Lemon Ras got stolen on the other side. Very annoying stuff for the enemy. Still his elite vehicles. But yeah, that's it with this game. Very intense towards the end. Crazy fight here. Plenty of dead bodies on the ground, as you can see. And GG gets called. I really enjoyed this game. Perhaps not the best management from Dempsey with his economy. He floated a lot. He could have hit tier 4 much faster. And he did not order the Baneblade one time. Instead, he was making these Lemon Ras battle tanks, which cost a lot of energy. And this did not allow him to produce the Baneblade. Let's check the stats of the first game. 123 units killed by Dempsey and 64 by me. Yeah, I've lost a lot of Necron warriors during this final push. As you've seen on the ground, a lot of metal bodies. I think Dempsey's economy was higher, but mine wasn't bad either. And on technology it was about the same. Even though it shows me ahead, it's mostly because of the reinforced Necron warriors. On the research count I had 8 and Dempsey 7, which are the upgrades. So that's it with the first game from the finals on this cup. Let's jump into the second game. Now Dempsey picks the map and it's Battle Marshes. He really liked this one back then. I think this game, I mean this one on Battle Marshes that I'm recording right now, was also uploaded on YouTube by Devil, a Russian streamer. You may, if you speak Russian, you may watch also his upload. But he only uploaded this game from our 7 games we played. Was a good one though. At the top side, me with Necrons going for 4 Scarabs. A very quick turret, which is a mistake. It wouldn't be a mistake only if you get turret rushed by the Imperial Guard. But if you place it that early, you spend resources that can be spent elsewhere. 1 extra generator, for example, instead of this. Not a critical mistake though, but it delays your economy. At the bottom side, Dempsey, 2 guardsmen, infantry command, plasma generator, and he wants to be aggressive, goes with the guardsman squad and command squad right on my point. Also scouting what he's doing. Even though this is not really necessary, this scout with the scarabs probably expected again a fast tier 2 by him, so wanted to know. But you cannot really know if he's going tier 2 or not. I haven't seen his command squad yet, so I don't know. Now I see. Well, I have the turret up pretty quick in this game, so my base is safe. Placing the 6th generator. And the economy will be plus 70.
is my duty.
This will also be
You wish, so shall it
a
be.
tier 4 battle game.
Victory is assured.
We'll be having a lot of this.
I am honored
What do you
that
orders?
require my skills.
My devotion is assured.
Takes my point safely. I'm not even trying to fight in here.
We've won.
As my build is not Necron Warrior Mass, I don't really feel the need to get in here and fight. It would fail anyway. These 3 points is more than enough on tier 1 for me, and I have to make sure I do not allow Dempsey to take both relics as well. And I could destroy this point from his side instead of this one. After checking this relic, of course. 7th generator also on the way, so this will be a plus 80 economy on tier 1. Necron Lord almost up. Have the Psyker in the command squad. Casts his Strip Soul on the Necron Warriors, gets killed. Dempsey should have kept this Strip Soul for the Necron Lord. He probably thought I won't make it, who knows. 86 to 20 economy here for Dempsey. A very good map control, I got the relic, my point, built a turret. So I cannot even consider taking this position right now. Taking it back would be a waste of time and resources. I have to focus on something else. Go a faster tier 2 or just get to this side and focus on destroying this relic, or at least taking it. And maybe try to destroy this. I do not reinforce my Necron warriors, I only add up to 3-4 members in a squad, so I do not lose it. Tier 2 on the way for Dempsey. Has enough army to defend himself. Not sure why I'm even trying to attack him.
Thank you, machine spirit.
Probably I don't want him to get on this relic. So just pushing him back to his point. I'm also going tier 2. Plus 90 economy. I placed the Forbidden Archive way too early in the game. I could have survived without the Forbidden Archive easily. There was no need for it. And I didn't even get the Solar Pulse. It's Lightning Field instead. Which is good in this matchup, as I've said previously. Placing the 9th generator for plus 100 income. And this will probably be a 2 monolith build from me. If you play with only 1 monolith, plus 90 is enough. If you play with 2, you need 10 generators. Or at least 9. Well, it also depends on what build you're playing. But usually I love 10 generators for 2 monolith build. Global upgrade on the way, Wraiths on the way, Wraith flight, turret upgrade. Everything going well so far. And I should try to either destroy this or attack this point. Because Dempsey's economy is really high right now, 128 to 60. Very good economy for Dempsey. I mean, my economy is not bad too, but Dempsey's economy now with the global upgrade also much better. Necron Lord suffering. Better goes away. Dempsey will manage to destroy this point. And I'm starting to mass close combat units. My favorite tactic. So, double global upgrade for Dempsey on both requisition and energy. Priests on the way, Basilisk. And I will try to harass him now, harass his economy. Still with only one monolith, not enough production speed. Need the second one, placing it right now. A bit late though, it's the 8th minute. Plenty of priests. Necron Lord almost got killed. And I managed to secure this relic for me. Good thing. Tier 3 on the way for Dempsey, again floats hugely on requisition. Well, now he's at least got some army, but he could have made more guardsmen. 3-4 squads of guardsmen fully upgraded are very nice in this matchup. They can help on all the tiers. Dempsey probably did not believe in them back then. Necron Lord, very low HP, have to save him with a phase shift. As you can see, Priest dealing damage to him and... I mean trying to deal damage, but gets damage by the lightning field. And killed. Also the common squad will suffer. Psyker and Priest instantly got killed by the lightning field. That's why I love this artifact. It saves the Necron Lord in close combat, big time.
I will do as you ask.
And now I see that he's tier 3, big problem for me. I'm only tier 2.5 right now, with a greater summoning core up. Economy is okay, 137. Could have been better though. 150 for example. Would need one more generator for that. And finally I managed to destroy this Dempsey's point, which basically replaces this one. Plenty of close combat units for me, wraiths, flayed ones, no destroyers though, as you noticed. Because the destroyers can get destroyed by sentinels, so that's why I don't even make them. Or they would get stunned by the Psyker. And soon the fun will begin. As you can see, we are only halfway into this game. Only halfway into this game, and Dempsey goes on counter-attack with Ogrins and Common Squad, plus a Chimera. Goes in my base, destroying this point as well here. Need to decap it. But still Dempsey's economy is very good, 117 to 79. And he's in my base with those Ogrins and Common Squad destroying the generators. I do not have anything at home. 2 or 3 destroyers here could have helped a lot. Like, all I had to make in this situation. And I had enough resources, but I'm not making them. So a big mistake from me right here. Bad reaction time. A population full for infantry, while I can make the vehicles, and I'm not making the destroyers. Just what I need. Probably got confused and lost at this point. I didn't know what to do. But it's clear when you're observing. Again, 2 or 3 destroyers in here could have dealt with this army. Fanaticism is only temporary, so cannot deal with destroyer mass. Necron Lord getting killed. My economy is down to 87. Also, Basilisk's Earthshake was used on my generators. Amazing job done by Dempsey in my base here, destroying 7 generators destroyed. And that's huge. I've only managed to destroy 2 of his points. This one and this. But it does not affect his economy almost by anything. He's got 138 to 106. He can now destroy my relic here and decap it. I will destroy this point during that time. But my economy is in a deep trouble. Trying to recover it. Plus 62 income against 111 to 106. I'm not even reinforcing these pariahs for now, as I have to rebuild the generators first. And I also need the Necron Lord. Crazy fight though. Good decision making by Dempsey to go and destroy my generators around here. And bad reaction from me. Tier 4 here almost finished, 70%. It will be up in 30 seconds. And Pariah is struggling against this Kasserkin squad. Adding them one by one slowly. And tier 4 is up for Dempsey. Places the Mars pattern command instantly. His economy is still good. Plenty of dead Necrons around. Crazy fights from tier 2.5 on, I would say. A very good game. I'm also making the monolith. I saved the resources for the restored monolith. Did not even consider recovering my economy. Now I will place more generators. And still no upgrades for the Necron warriors. Now I should start making them. Also Dempsey sees. He scans the area and sees that I have the restored monolith. He knows he has to get prepared, but he is prepared.
How long till we're relieved?
He will have enough for the Baneblade in a moment. Makes the Lemon Rust battle tanks. Upgrades. Very good position for Dempsey so far. I'm trying to attack him quickly. He doesn't have any Psychers nearby to stun this monolith. A mistake that I see pretty often from Imperial Guard players. They do not make the Psychers from HQ. They really can help a lot, especially against late tier 4 units. Recovering the economy in here slowly, building a turret to defend them. Wargreens alive in this corner. And I'm moving slowly towards Dempsey's base. But we have a full tier 4 Imperial Guard army incoming. Baneblade, 35%. We'll have 2 Lemon Rust battle tanks as well soon. The Monolith won't stand a chance against this army. And I keep moving forward, a big mistake from me. Ordering the Lord Destroyer. Yeah, I am too greedy. I should have stayed at home with this Monolith and just defend. $112, a bit restored on the economy side. But a very bad teleportation with the Monolith behind this wall. No problem for Dempsey to reach it with his Lemon Rust battle tanks. And I will not be able to teleport it again. It's below that HP point when you can teleport it. One Necron Warrior upgrade was made. Should be making the second one. $161 to 140 economy for Dempsey. The Baneblade is out. 3 Psychers. Command Squad. Kasserkins. Yeah, he's good. And here's the Baneblade. Good map control, good economy, good army. 2 Basilisks can use this Earthshake abilities still. His economy allows that. Two Lord Destroyers for me. Should be repairing them. And here we have the Ogrins again going towards my base. I repaired my Monolith to full HP. I can teleport him away now, but will it help me? It will save the Monolith for a few minutes maybe, but it won't win me the game. Ogres in here doing crazy things again. They just ignore my army and destroy the generators. Now with the fanaticism activated, they just do not care about any damage. Keep destroying this. While on the other side, I'm getting slaughtered by tier 4 army. Not enough economy damage was dealt to Dempsey, while he has done a much better job at this. Basilisk's Earthshakes probably used on this Monolith. The battle goes on. I'm stealing a Lemon Rust battle tank, trying to get the other one. Also stunned this Baneblade for a while. Another Earthshake on this Monolith and it goes down, yeah. What else should Dempsey do with all of those resources? Just use the Earthshakes. Very good ability. And the Baneblade is not even down to half HP. during all this time. Another earthshake on the generator, nice. Arias. Trying to do something to this Baneblade. And that's about it. I do not have the restored monolith, I do not have the economy, it's 62. And Dempsey's got 149 to 95. So him destroying my generators decided the fate of this game. When I've lost those 7 generators, I basically lost the game. I should have built either more turrets or 3 destroyers to have in my base and defend it. Would have been much better for me. But it's a well-deserved victory for Dempsey. He played very well and deserves this win. Good usage of basilisks, good usage of Woggrins, and overall nice tier 4 army management. GG. "24 minutes battle, very good game, I think. If we do not count those few mistakes, it was a great battle. "178 units killed by Dempsey, 110 killed by me. And he destroys 15 buildings. I destroy 7. On economy, Dempsey obviously was on top. Crazily huge difference. He gets 28,000, I get 12,000. 13 almost. And on technology, Dempsey was ahead as well. More upgrades, more research count. I had more reinforced units, but it wasn't of any help. So that's the second game in this best of 3 in the finals. The score so far is 1-1. Finals from the winner bracket. And again my map pick on Velvet Duress. Same map as against Konstantah. And this time I will be playing another build order from what I recall. But yeah, 2 critical moments in the previous game that I've made. 2 critical mistakes. Or just 2 critical moments that decided a lot is when I placed the Forbidden Archive before tier 2. I didn't really need it. I should have built it once I hit tier 2 or after the global upgrade. And the second moment when I did not make the destroyers against those Ogrins. Nevertheless, a good game and I hope you enjoyed it. On the left hand side here on the Velvet Duress, me with Necrons, just placing generators, and 2 Necron warriors on the way. At the right hand side, Dempsey with Imperial Guard.
As you wish, so shall it be done.
Fear ensures loyalty. Where do you need me?
As you wish, so shall it be done.
Went for 2 guardsmen, squads,
What is your wish?
I am honored that you request
Commissar, 2 tech priests, infantry command, generator.
so shall it be done.
Yeah, very standard.
You have
goes and harass with the command squad.
I am honored that you require my skills.
And I'm trying to get these 2 points, the closest one to my base. Honestly, I think this position is better for Necrons on this map. Not a big difference though. Commissar received plenty of damage from these 2 Necron warriors running through the negative cover, but he survives anyway. Now I could try and focus him again. Yeah, he wants to get this and place the listening post placed the right way, just like I said in the game with Konstantah. You have to pressure Necron on this map instead of taking up. Just apply as much pressure as possible. And this time looks like I'll make a Necron warrior build. Standard, 7 generators, summoning core on the way. And Dempsey messes up with this listening post, placing it and cancelling it.
Has begun.
Finally managing to decap this point from my side. 1 squad of guardsmen in my base. Necron Lord manages to kill plenty of them with just 1 hit. A very successful hit. Getting the Necron warrior upgrade, destroying this point, which was also captured by Dempsey and even upgraded. They should be teleporting these Necron warriors back.
What is your wish?
Good army for Dempsey so far, but he's not on the way to tier 2 yet. 3 squads of guardsmen, 2 commissars, adds the grenades, command squad with Psyker and priest alive, and I'm almost tier 2. Plus 80 economy though, not that good. And also got the chronometron with solar pulse, which will be great against this guardsman mass. I just have to find the right time to use it. Now my Necron warriors were a bit far away, but still using it. Might manage to kill this command squad. Yeah, the Psyker and General gets killed. And trying to apply some aggression on this side. I'm tier 2 getting the phylactery, important artifact for the Necron Lord, and destroying this listening post. Yeah, I might also try to decap this point, but it fails. Dempsey places the listening post right on time, and I have to teleport back. Too much firepower from Dempsey.
Thank you, machine spirit, for our safe arrival.
What is your wish?
Summoning core. The greater summoning core is up. Second Necron warrior upgrade on the way. And Dempsey is only now going tier 2. Pretty late, I will say. If he was tier 2 now, with this army, he could have done a lot. And he sees that I'm tier 2 with second Necron warrior upgrade. Going for the global upgrade. More Necron warriors. Well, 3 squads for now will be enough. Adding a few wraiths or flayed ones could be a good idea. And Dempsey for some reason keeps building these generators instead of upgrading the listening post, this one and this. They should have been upgraded. And I will try to engage again from what I can see. Jumping with a Necron Lord, Dempsey runs away. He knows I have Chronometron. And if I activate it while my Necron warriors are nearby, he's dead. He has to run away. Fourth Necron warrior squad is out, and a destroyer on the way. Plus 100 economy for me. We have 86 to 60 economy for Dempsey. Maybe he wanted to go for vehicles. That's why 6 generators, otherwise I don't really understand what he tries to do. Listening post will get destroyed here. He's got the optics as the priests, but he's already under big pressure. Necron Lord will be tying up one guardsman squad. And here we have got the destroyer. Dempsey does not have anti-vehicle. I might stun this, which he does, and tie him up with a priest maybe. But yeah, Dempsey is in trouble right now. For those of you that haven't seen me playing Necron Standard, here you can see it, just mass Necron warriors. I don't really like this build, but sometimes you have to go for it to surprise your opponent if he knows you're playing somehow else. You can go for standard, which he wouldn't expect. I didn't play standard games against Dempsey very often. I usually would go for wraiths, flayed ones instead of Necron warrior mass. So he wouldn't be prepared for such a thing. Right now he just does not have anti-vehicle. So destroyers are killing him. GG. Well, also worth saying, this is a good Necron map. And the matchup is also in Necron's favor in the early stage of the game. It switches to Imperial Guard's favor on tier 3 and tier 4. Alright, so we're done with this best of 3 in the winners bracket finals. Let's check the stats. 42 units killed by me and 57 by Dempsey. Quite close. On economy it was about equal, I would say. And technology, I was slightly ahead because I also had destroyers. So yeah, I move on to the grand finals with the score 2-1, and the winner from the winners bracket moves to the grand finals with the result 1-0 by default in that best of 5. So Dempsey would play in the losers bracket now and win all those guys, and he gets to the grand finals from the losers bracket, and the advantage is in my favor. The score is 1-0 by default for me, which means it will be enough for me to win just 2 more games to win this cup. Okay, so let's get started with the grand final. Me against Dempsey again. And it's Fata Morga, probably picked by me, and I pick Space Marines in this game. Since the score is 1-0 in my favor anyway, I can afford losing some games. It's a best of 5, not best of 3, so yeah, trying to offer more diverse matchups. Even though I don't really play Space Marines often, I better picked Orcs instead of Space Marines. At the bottom side, me with Space Marines going for Chapel Barracks. Only 2 scouts, Space Marine squad, and probably Force Commander. No generator. Strange opening, but okay. At the top side, Dempsey, he feels confident in this matchup. Command squad is out. Generator finished. Has 2 guardsmen and 2 tech priests. Commissar on the way.
Standing ready. If such is the Emperor's will.
Take me a moment.
What is your wish? If such is the Emperor's will. Holding
So shall
will
it
be
be
hard. What are your orders? The hand of the Emperor guides all. Where is his
And now he can go with this command squad, I mean a commissar and guardsmen and command squad on the other side, and harass my base. Very good thing to do on this map, this timing. Cap order and then harass from 2 sides. My force commander is out. I've captured all of my points trying to get the relic, but the guardsmen are already here. How do I deal with them? We'll have to run away with the scouts, can't really fight in here or stay. So Dempsey prevents me from getting my relic. So force commander out of position. Very nice aggression from Dempsey. At least this point is finished, and only now I'm placing the generator, very late. They might even lose the force commander as he gets surrounded by the command squads and guardsmen. This should have been attached to the Space Marines. I'm attaching it to the scouts. Thankfully the Psyker got killed, no strip soul. I'm not sure if Dempsey used the strip soul. And he wants to build a turret. Shouldn't manage to finish it. And finally attaching the Force Commander to this Space Marine squad. And upgrading this LP2. 68 to 10 economy for me, going for armor, it's very low economy. I won't even be able to probably make any upgrades in that armory. And with such a low amount of army, I'm not sure if armory is worth it. Dempsey doesn't even cancel this turret. His economy is 80 to 10 and mine is 74 to 10. Not that bad on economy side. But Dempsey's map control is better anyway, as he's got his relic and might even get this one now. So yeah, I'm in a bit of a trouble. Can't even manage this tier 1 aggression. Probably had to make more Space Marines instead of this armory. So probably instead of generator and armory I should have added 2 or 3 more squads of Space Marines.
By the Emperor, you will have it. Inspire our men.
And try to be aggressive on tier 1.
By the Emperor, you will have it.
Dempsey goes back, builds more generators.
We did it, sir.
And tactical control on the other side.
Victory! My devotion is my duty to serve.
80 to 20 economy for me. Making some upgrades. I don't even know that Dempsey is away from this relic, as you can see.
Awaiting orders.
And I did not even try to get it. Scouts got killed here.
By the Emperor, you will have it. What would you have me do? We're under fire! What would you have me do?
And now I will try to attack. Not the best timing, it's the 6th minute already. Not sure if I can do anything against these grenades. Grenade launchers are up for Dempsey, so yeah, probably too late with this attack. Doesn't work as well as I've expected for me. Since I've lost this relic earlier, wasn't able to get it. Made the assault marines. Yeah, they can extend, win some time, but they won't win me the game. Command squad is a big pain. Can constantly be reinforced, unlike other heroes.
We are the Emperor's chosen. We are the Emperor's chosen.
Yeah, I tried to show up a fight in here, but Dempsey will manage to fight me back. If I'm losing this, I'm losing the game, obviously. My economy is very low, I will not be able to recover, and if I retreat, I'm dead anyway. So I keep fighting in here. Dempsey is on his way to tier 2 with a better economy. 92 to 30. And it's 86 to 20 for me. And I've lost most of my army. The first commander is down. Plenty of dead space marines on the ground, as you can see. And this is what happens when you don't play your main race in a tournament. And this matchup is also not easy for space marines. I mean, it's possible to win. But it's slightly in Imperial Guard's favor, especially if they safely survive the tier 1. They might struggle if a Space Marine will pressure them in the early game.
Scouts awaiting orders.
Or on tier 3 it might be difficult against the Terminators. So far, good game by Dempsey, shows a decent tactic versus Space Marines. Guardsmen mass with grenades, that's the best you can do probably in this matchup. A safe build, very strong. You can survive past tier 1 with this, and it's also very effective later on. I've added 2 assault marines, hoping I can still do something, but it's just over. It was over when I've lost all of my army here. I should have quitted, but I keep trying. Dempsey is tier 2, making priests. I'm still tier 1, going for the Force Commander. Only 2 points upgraded, these outer points.
My devotion is assured. Victory is assured.
Great distance of the grenade launchers, now with the optics. The Marines will also melt down from this damage. We have 4 Guardsmen squads. Crazy firepower, very strong. Good enough economy. More priests incoming. And I'm only tier 1. Yeah, that's how bad it can get. I had a very bad early game.
This day shall be a glorious one. While the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath, they can be
No need to even micro in here. Dempsey can just fight them in close combat. And that's it with the first game in the grand finals. Easy win for Dempsey. Good game and well played. A good warm-up game for this best of 5. And the score evens up to 1-1. Now we can start a fair game from an equal score. Let's check the stats in here, although it was quite obvious. Still, I managed to kill 58 guardsmen. I'm surprised. Better economy from Dempsey, better technology. It was kinda one-sided, obviously. 3 more games to go. The 5th game was played on Prezir's Demise, my map pick. And here we go, but first I'll make a pause and continue afterward. Okay guys, let's continue this. Just had to rest my voice a bit. I was getting a bit tired. We are 2 hours into this video, and I'm not really used to long videos. At least my voice isn't. So in the left hand side, me with Necrons going full scarabs at the beginning and 2 Necron warriors. In the right hand side, Dempsey with Imperial Guard. Command squad on the way, 2 guardsmen and a generator. 2 tech priests and commissar.
I hear the machine spirit's voice.
I stand ready to serve. The hand of the Emperor guides all.
We'll add the priest on the command squad.
So shall it be done.
Yes, sir.
I am honored that you require my skills. It will only take me.
Ensures loyalty. Where do you need
I don't even know what Imperial Guard should do on this map. Probably tech up and defend.
Require my skills.
Their global upgrades allow them to have a good economy from tier 2 forward.
what he wrote us? By the Emperor.
It will only take me.
I'm just building generators for now. The best I can do. Command squad incoming. They checked if I'm not capping this. Now they check the other point. So yeah, people complaining that I'm not posting defeats. I think I've had already 2. At least 2 defeats in this video. And those weren't bad games, especially the one on Battle Marshes. Was a nice one. Dempsey trying to harass, I'm trying to distract him with my scarabs, getting out, so he wouldn't run from them in my base, and again I'm placing the Forbidden Archive very early. You can easily survive without the Forbidden Archive in the tier 1, unless you're getting turret rushed or something. But even against turret rush, all you would need is Necron turrets, not the archive. So I really don't have any idea why I'm placing it. Instead of placing it, I should have gone a faster tier 2 and then have upgraded wraiths faster. But yeah, this delays both my economy and tech tree. Even if I would give the Necron Lord the lightning field or solar pulse at this point in time, it won't decide too much. Dempsey took my point over here on the relic. He also captured this one, but I won't let him build it. I will decap, but my scarabs will die. Yeah, the squad is dead. And I will now try to decap this one. Summoning core is up and I could go tier 2 right now. Dempsey cancels the listening post here. If he doesn't cancel, he loses 100 requisition. He has to. 86 to 30 economy here. The map vision also.
Victory countdown has begun.
104 to 30 economy. And his command squad tries to harass my base. Won't work. I've got 3 Necron warrior squads now. And I'm scouting his base. He's not tier 2 yet, that's good. He's on the way to tier 2 though, and I'm also on my way to tier 2, but first I make a Flayed 1 squad. I feel like I need them. And only now I have added the phase shift and the lightning field, like 2 or 3 minutes later, after I've built the Forbidden Archive. The Necron warriors should be able to destroy this. Flayed ones are really good in this matchup. They can scare up those guardsmen really good on tier 1. They become useless. But even later on in the game, the Flayed ones are amazing. They can either harass buildings or fight the enemy's units. Tier 2 almost up here. Same for Dempsey. 98 to 30 economy for him. Good stuff, good economy for this map. And I managed to decap both of the points that belong to me. Reached tier 2, got the phylactery and removed the archive right away. Going for global upgrade. And a wraith flight. Also greater summoning core in the way, so early. I'm not sure why I'm building it. Probably went a faster tier 3 and then tier 4, I am not sure, we'll see. Dempsey is building the mechanized command. Both global upgrades almost up. Very nice from Dempsey with macro. 110 to 79 economy. It's very good at this point. However, his army is not strong. He only has this guardsman without any upgrades and a chimera. Also a few priests out. Is that really enough? Probably not, and I'm going for immortals, so we'll be able to deal with the chimeras. I should be teleporting this back home. Upgraded wraith is out. Strip soul applied on the wraith. Still does not kill him. And trying to destroy this with the flayed ones. Probably won't work. If a tech priest gets here to repair, I won't be able to destroy this point. Yeah, the repairing speed is just way too fast. Now also upgraded my Necron warriors. Double upgrades and immortals. Plus a destroyer on the way. Now that will be more difficult for Dempsey. He's going tier 3 but still with low army. Low army size, only guardsmen, and they do not have the upgrades. Now, how will he stop this? Necron warriors, immortals, destroyer. I'm not quite sure. The command squad is in danger, it will get obliterated. Got slaughtered in a second. And he's got the basilisk. Good thing against a Necron warrior mass. Having at least one is always a good idea. And I'm marching with my army toward his base. Adding more Necron warriors and flayed ones.
We're under fire!
And Dempsey is tier 3 with still a good economy and he's floating. Over 500 requisition and 400 energy. Looks like he does not know what to do. Yeah, he really caught him off guard. He does not have enough infantry to deal with this Necron mass. 2 basilisks alone aren't enough. He used an Earthshake in here, which costs plenty of resources. I think it's too early for Earthshakes. You need Kasserkins, Ogryns. He needed those a bit earlier. 1 basilisk is down. And take and hold victory on the way for me. I'm also going tier 3. Plus 112 economy. And this army is still going strong. If there is no guardsman mass with upgrades, then this thing is working. Versus Imperial Guard. Destroying his mechanized command here. The Kasserkins are finally out, so late on the 12th minute. I mean, if you do not have the upgraded tier 2.5 army, you should at least have those Kasserkins faster and Ogryns.
Six minutes until take and hold victory.
Going tier 4 with this army. I don't even need the global upgrade if I'm playing this standard army composition, because you reinforce them once and you do not invest in them again, so this income is enough. But it's harder when you're massing destroyer, wraiths, flayed ones. You need a better economy, especially if you've got 2 monoliths. We'll probably go for the restored monolith in a few moments. Another engagement in here. Lightning field deals some damage. And Ogryns trying to pass nearby. They want to enter my base. Or maybe decap this, but it would be too late. Even if he decaps it, I will be able to order the restored monolith. Yeah, he wants to destroy the obelisk and decap. He expects the restored monolith right now. Is he going tier 4? Not yet, but he can do that. He's got enough resources and he goes tier 4. And he won't even be able to decap this. So yeah, he will be losing the Ogryns, it seems. Ogryn squad is down. The plan hasn't worked out for him.
4 minutes.
And the restored monolith on the way. This is my map vision. I control 2 critical locations, huge army, and the monolith is coming. Dempsey only got the Kasserkins. Command squad and remakes those Ogryns. Also has an LP3, nice, a good income for only 3 points, 111 to 79, and these 2 are not even built yet. Crazy. That's how Imperial Guard global upgrades work. Once you have them, you don't have problems with economy. Dempsey is still trying, he wants to survive to his tier 4, maybe even hope for the Baneblade, but the monolith is about to show up. Dempsey doesn't know yet. And my army is only tier 2.5 by the look of it. I didn't even show any heavy destroyer or pariah on the battlefield. So Dempsey could think I'm tier 2.5 and not tier 4. But here's the monolith, now he can see it. And my economy also improved a bit. I've made the second global upgrade on the energy. And we'll go right for his relic. Even if he has tier 4 and enough resources for the Baneblade, if I decap this, he cannot produce it. The relic is down.
Until take and hold victory.
And also take and hold victory count down for me. Great artifact, the lightning field. Wargreens cannot even deal with the Necron Lord. Instead they receive the damage. And I'm going for his mechanized command. The Lemon Ras on the way. Yeah, this is over. Not a bad game from Dempsey, but he could have done better, I think. He had those Caterkins and Ogryns way too late when I attacked him with my tier 2.5 army here. He had no army at all. He should have upgraded his guardsmen. At least add optics and some plasma or grenades. So he wouldn't lose the mechanized command back then. Maybe it could help, I'm not sure. Besides, his economy also was good. He had enough resources to make anything. Here we have the score: 91 units killed by Dempsey and 71 by me. I destroy 7 buildings, Dempsey destroys 1. On resources, I probably was ahead, or it was about equal. And on technology, I was ahead, obviously, with plenty more army and tier 4 monolith. So the score 2-1 in my favor in the grand final best of 5, 2 more games to go. The 6th one on Quest's Triumph. Dempsey as Imperial Guard and me with Works this time, changing the race again.
As you wish.
For the sake of some diversity in matchups, so we had enough of Necrons and Imperial Guard on this tournament. That's why I changed the races twice.
So shall it be done.
I will be playing Necrons again in the final game. So on the right hand side, me with Works, starting with a very standard opening. 2 Slugger Boys, Boys Hut and Generator. We'll make Shoot Up Boys and get this point. In the left hand side, Dempsey with Imperial Guard. And he starts a bit non-standard this time with 3 Guardsmen squads and 2 Tech Priests. I like this opening. You can get map control faster.
I am honored that you require my skills.
By the Emperor, you will have it.
This Tech Priest will get out and finish the generator. This one has to go and be prepared to build this listening post.
What's it? What now?
Big mech on the way.
What are your orders? I will do.
And here we have the command squad out.
Objective secured.
Priests on the way.
What are your orders?
It will only take me a moment. As you wish, so shall it be done.
What?
Hello? Who's there?
It now belongs to the orcs. Enemies here. The fighting started. Fix your cabin. I've got the good bits for this fight. Stay shooting us.
Hello? Who's there?
Command squad trying to prevent me from building this listening post. It won't work for him. The big mech is here and shoot up boys. They have to run back.
Sod off.
So I will safely get all of my points and start capturing this critical location.
We're under fire!
Dempsey, on the other hand, builds a turret on this side, so it will reach my listening post here. A very good turret in this place. He could also build one here that will reach this point, at least on tier 2, when it's upgraded. So I'd have 2 listening posts less.
If such is the Emperor's will.
Disadvantage in economy.
What is it? Don't bother.
Trying also to get the middle critical location. 85 to 10 economy. Building the second generator. Dempsey trying to approach in here, but he loses 3 guardsmen and decides to retreat. As I've said, the turret dealing damage to my point. This one will go down soon. I will try to repair it but it will keep my Gretchens busy. And maybe delay my attack a bit. Building a banner, but it's not in a good position. I always advise to build them inside the base, as far away from the battlefield as possible. Big mech getting slaughtered by the command squad. I have to jump. With him I also saved the slugger boys. I have 86 to 10 economy here, 2 guardsmen squads. Good map control from Dempsey. Upgrades listening posts. I have to do something about this. Did he cast the strip soul on the big mech? I'm not sure. Looks like it got cancelled. My 2 slugger boy squads managed to fight back those guardsmen. And Dempsey retreats. Pylo guns almost up. I would most often go for storm boys in this matchup. We're already 5 minutes into this game. And the storm boy squad is on the way. 116 to 20 economy for me and 110 to 10 for Dempsey. He doesn't have enough energy. Builds more generators. He upgraded 3 LP2s on the outer map. Gets a better economy now. And also build more generators. He can go tier 2 right now.
Where is his will needed?
So the economy is about okay. I mean about equal. Not a big difference. I have slightly more income for requisition and he has 10 more on energy. Now destroying his turret finally. It looks like these slugger boys will get killed. I did not have in plan to suicide them, if that's what you think. I just tried to keep these guardsmen behind and while I destroy this listening post. Trying to do some timing harass, but the Dempsey's defenses are way too strong now. He's got the listening post upgraded with army inside the turret and also builds the minefield. So I'll have to retreat. I have to retreat right now. The minefield is up. Blows up my army.
6 minutes until taking hold victory.
Fighting this command squad in close combat for a bit. And we'll lose this Slugger Boy squad. Yeah, I tried to be aggressive now, but it didn't really work well for me. I've lost too much, it feels. 2 Slugger Boy squads got killed and 1 Storm Boy squad. So this attack wasn't worth it. Wasn't bad, but wasn't good either. I've lost too much. Tier 2 up for Dempsey, goes for the priests. I mean also tier 2. And making this big mech upgrade. Upgrading this banner also, since it's located in the front, and going for the mech shop. Clearly not a good idea. You better mass infantry. If you want to go the mech shop, you'd need a faster tier 2. But now that Dempsey is tier 2 himself, he can counter my vehicles easily. With the Psychers, Stun and Sentinels, or even this upgraded turret. So yeah, the mech shop was a bad idea from me. Don't even know why I went for it. Well, back in 2015 I wasn't really good in this matchup. I got much better later on. You just need to use this Storm Boys harassment much better in the early tier 2, and then just keep adding more infantry. The vehicles are not even necessary. Looks like I do not have any global upgrades yet, making the tank boosters. And Dempsey will have a full tier 2.5 army in a moment, which will counter anything I make. They will deal easily with all these Storm Boys, no problem. Trying to go inside his base, jumping with the Storm Boys, and trying to harass him. Killing the priest. We'll probably destroy this listening post. Dempsey teleports his army quickly through the underground tunnel network and has them in the field command. 3 squads instantly teleported in the base. Stuns my war truck, and with this attack I only managed to destroy this LP2 and the infantry command. Not enough damage. I deal some damage now, but it's already too late. Dempsey can go tier 3. He's got a very strong army, and he can move around the map with this army very quickly, with the help of these buildings. Yeah, very nicely done by Dempsey with this army movement through the buildings. Manages to defend himself really nicely. Has enough anti-vehicle, enough anti-infantry, and he can destroy me right now. Well done. Oh yeah, and he also built a turret here that destroyed my listening post. Very well played by Dempsey. Somewhat sloppy from me. And a bad decision to go for the mech shop. Really wasn't necessary, a waste of resources. I had to invest more in the Storm Boys, their upgrades, maybe knobs, and tank boosters without these vehicles. But still, that wouldn't guarantee that I would win. Maybe I'd be in a better situation, but not necessarily win the game. Still trying here, but no hope. Sentinels going down. Looks like Big Mac got killed. Yeah, he's down. And that's it with the game. I'm losing most of my infantry. I lost my vehicles. Only have these shoot-up boys and a Storm Boy squad. I mean tank booster squad. And GG. Again, the score evens up in this grand final game. It's 2-2 now. Crazy visual bug right here. Yeah, that's when you enable this fog of war. It may happen.
What would you have me do?
Alright, so only one more game to go. First, let's check the stats here. 96 units killed by me, by Dempsey, and 52 by me. Dempsey's economy was better, not by much though. And he was also ahead with upgrades. Well, I hope you enjoyed this game. It wasn't as one-sided as that Space Marine game, but still mistakes were made by me. Time for the final game in this tournament. Actually, just a Sunday Cup that were played regularly back then. And again, it's on Battle Marshes. I wanted a rematch from the previous best of 3 against the Dempsey here. At the top side we have Dempsey with a standard opening, and at the bottom me with Necrons. Also the sides are switched. Previously I was in here with Necrons, now I'm at the bottom. Going 3 Scarabs instead of 4. 2 Necron Warriors and another Scarab. Looks like sound bug here in this game. The units are not speaking. If you're not familiar, that's what sound bug means. You start the game, you can hear the game sound, but the units are not talking when you're selecting them. Dempsey will try to get this point, and now I'm staying just in range with this Scarab to see if he does capture it, and he does not know that I see him. Now he sees the Scarab. Tries to block them. I want to decap this and fight this in close combat while decapping. Doesn't work for me. Dempsey gets my point again, just like in the previous game. Well done. I placed 6 generators. and reinforcing these Necron warriors slowly. No turret this time. Nice harass from Dempsey, being aggressive. A turret could have helped in this situation, killing the Commissar. And he will have to run away with his command squad. $74-10, he's got all of his points, one of my points, upgrades it, takes the relic. Aggressive start from Dempsey, places a second generator, going for the Necron Lord, 7th generator and summoning core. Looks like I will upgrade these Necron warriors since I've reinforced them to 5 members. I might upgrade them. I don't remember. Captured this relic and should get this critical location maybe. Yeah, still reinforcing the Necron warriors slowly, and I was right. Going for the disruption field, the Necron warrior upgrade. Good. So this will probably be a standard game from me. No turret. Let's see. Dempsey focusing heavily on his economy. 2 LP2s in here upgraded. He's got 4 LP2s. And can go tier 2 now. 122 to 30 economy. And goes tier 2. Very nice. I'm making a flayed 1 squad and will probably be a bit more aggressive this time in tier 1. Necron warrior upgrade is up. And I will have enough for tier 2 soon. Yeah, trying to get at least this point from him. No need to allow your enemy to get the entire map. Tier 2 almost here. Only 2 guardsmen though, adds the tactical control. And 1 more generator. More LP2s on the way. Also tier 2 almost up for me with plus 90 economy and forbidden archive. This also will be a long game. Over 20 minutes. Builds the mines, nice. The mines are good versus Necrons. Like, no matter what Necron is doing, if you have the minefields, it's good. Well, unless the Necron is detecting them with the Scarabs or Wraiths. They are better when undetected, of course. So I destroyed the mines easily and added the solar pulse since I'm playing Necron warrior build. Solar Pulse, Phase Shifter, Chronometron and Phylactery. That's the artifacts you'd need in the standard Necron build order. Going for the global upgrade here, and the Greater Summoning Core is up. Another standard Necron game from me. So this is the second or the third time I play a standard build in just one video. Usually that won't happen so often. And I managed to destroy one of Dempsey's points on his side. Now I teleport back and we'll go for this point. Good map control for me. Dempsey is also tier 2.5, makes the priests and upgrades his guardsmen with a good economy also. 110 to 60, goes for the global upgrade on both requisition and energy. And wants to attack me now. Not bad. We'll destroy this point easily now from him. Second upgrade for Necron Warriors is up. Good stuff. The problem is this Guardsman mass can't deal with Necron Warrior mass. And I'm also out of position. I probably won't even try to fight his Guardsmen. I'll just go and counter harass his base while making destroyers. Does he have no anti-vehicle yet for Dempsey, so he cannot deal with the destroyers. He can only stun them for now. Making the immortals, just in case there will be sentinels, I will need the immortals to destroy them. And I really like my decision this time, going with these Necron warriors toward his base. Dempsey retreats, he knows he cannot do anything here because of the destroyer, he retreats into his base. He figured out I'm going to counter harass him on the other side, so he retreated a bit late. Loses the field command, loses the tech priest. 117 to 79 economy, though he can go tier 3 with this economy. Floating. Yeah, crazy damage by the guardsmen on the Necron warriors. Still trying to do some damage. Probably the solar pulse will recharge soon. I don't know. And no sentinel out yet. Dempsey is not making a sentinel. He's not sure whether to add it or not. Finally, he's adding one and goes tier 3. I made a tomb spider, it can resurrect the bodies here. Destroyer gets destroyed. As strange as it may sound. It got stunned and then destroyed by the priest. Still good army count from me. These upgraded Necron warriors are fine. Especially when covered by the solar pulse. Dempsey is not being aggressive for now and goes tier 3. Also adds a basilisk. Oh, here I have my spider. We'll fight this guardsman. Yes, a pure standard game from both sides this time. Necron warrior mass against guardsman mass. Dempsey can deal with my army if I won't manage it properly, so I have to be very careful with these Necron warriors not to lose them. Tier 3 up here and we're almost halfway into this game. 110 to 79 economy, and Dempsey lost his relic and he does not have any critical location captured. My map control is better. Going for the second global upgrade. Have a flayed one squad. So I am fine for now. The Tomb Spider in here gets destroyed by the Sentinels. Can't do much here now. Should probably retreat. No solar fuels. Necron warriors melt down easily from this firepower. So yeah, going for the energy core tier 4 and try to make probably the Deceiver or the restored monolith. Both will be okay since I have some army support. And more importantly, the Necron warrior upgrades. A bit of a panic mode from me here, losing the immortals and not reacting with my Necron Lord. Dempsey won't even allow me to get a relic, it seems. So I won't be able to make the restored monolith. I might be able to make the Deceiver though, which can also be helpful if your enemy masses the infantry. Right now I don't really see how I can win this fight. Dempsey's army is just much more stronger and he's also got a better economy. 138 to 79. Crazy. Strong army, good economy. Tier 3. Doesn't go tier 4 yet. But Dempsey is in a very good position right now. Let me see my map vision. My map vision got worse. Only 3 points now. We'll have the Catan God research soon. And can summon the Deceiver. That's what I will do. We'll try to steal some of his units. Only getting 1 squad. Better than nothing. And summoning the fake monolith right here. Still intense battle in this game. Yeah, mass Necron army from me, flayed ones, pariahs, Necron warriors. Standard combo. And Dempsey has some backup army on the other side. Just like in the previous game, he wants to harass with this Wargreens my economy. I had to teleport back with all of my Necron warriors and try to deal with this. I cannot afford to lose any generator. However, I've already lost one. Already lost a generator, lost the second one. We'll probably lose the third. Stealing a sentinel. The fanaticism ability is just crazy. 3 generators down, or maybe 4, I don't even know. Have to restore them as soon as possible. Dempsey's economy is still very good, 128 to 106, goes tier 4. The only advantage I've got is that I'm tier 4 and Dempsey is still tier 3. And I'm trying to get this relic. If I get a relic and the restored monolith, That would be great, but another Earthshake ability now was used and 2 generators went down. Good usage of the Basilisk. Yeah, very bad position now for me. I've lost a lot of generators again. Let's see how will I adapt to this. It seems hopeless for me right now. Very well played by Dempsey. I knew standard would be too risky. But it's not over yet. Trying to win time with this Necron Lord. Dempsey is floating again. And he does not have a relic point to go for the Baneblade. At least not yet. I've got a relic, only plus 60 income, and we'll have enough resources for the monolith soon. We'll just stay home and defend. Again, he gets with Chimera and Ogryns, wants to destroy the generators further. Crazy. Will he manage to destroy this? Yeah. Generator goes down and the restored monolith is almost up. Which will save me in this situation. If I wouldn't have the monolith, this would have been over. Stuns the monolith instantly for a while. And now I'm back. With this monolith, I can fight these guardsmen. Dempsey runs away for his life as a lemon rush out and the Mars pattern command. Does he have a relic though? Yeah, he captured it. So he can order the Baneblade in a moment. Solar Pulse are really useful in this game. Summoning the Deceiver again. And trying to also harass on the other side. 109 to 103 economy for Dempsey, it's still very good. Considering his listening post count. Got control of his army again. And summoning the fake monolith. I'm close to his Mars pattern command, so I should know. I can actually see he's producing the Baneblade and I will destroy it. Crazy fight. Baneblade production gets cancelled. And it looks as though now Dempsey is in a big trouble. Still only 73 economy for me. And I managed to battle Dempsey on his high economy. His tier 4 army. It's important that I keep this restored monolith alive and at a safe distance. Fake monolith goes down. Necron Lord below half HP. And Dempsey in panic mode. He runs out of requisition. Plenty of energy float. Yeah, the assassin was targeting the Necron Lord. Or maybe he was focusing the pariah. The assassin is actually good versus the Lord Destroyer. One shot and more than half HP down. Lord Destroyer is a commander, not vehicle, so yeah, you don't need to use anti-vehicle against him. Pressuring Dempsey in here with my restored monolith and the small army I've got. His economy gets worse and worse, builds the Mars pattern command on the other side. But will he ever gain 400 requisition to make the Baneblade? I don't know. Still building generators, slowly recovering my economy, and going to destroy Dempsey's relic. Try to steal these Lemon Rod's battle tanks, Dempsey removes them. Yeah, I would rather remove that battle tank instead of giving it to your enemy. So Dempsey is doing the right thing. Still, he cannot stop my monolith. It was great in this game. Now we'll teleport it right into his base right here and destroy buildings around. His relic is down, he's got the Mars pattern command but no economy and no relic for a Baneblade. Not enough requisition also. So yeah, that's about it. We're reaching the end of this game, end of this tournament, this cup. Some good games in this matchup. I liked both this one and the previous game on Battle Marshes were quite nice. Very good battles. Lord Destroyers helped a lot at countering the Lemon Rod's battle tanks. And the assassin is still alive. He tried to fight the Lord Destroyer in close combat, and he dealt some nice damage to it. One shot and it's dead. The Nightbringer now summoned. You can't really stop this. And GG finally gets called by Dempsey. A crazy best of 5. Yeah, this game was crazy, just like in the previous best of 3. Also the game on Battle Marshes was the best. Hope you guys enjoyed this tournament. I came out as the winner with the score 3-2 in the grand final. Maybe I will record a few more cups in the future, who knows. But for now that's it. Here is the score. Dempsey killed a lot. And I destroyed 24 buildings. Crazy game. Thank you all for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, leave your feedback below. Leave a like or dislike, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you in the next video.